couldn't find any help. And there was a guy that works at Home Depot. He was like on a ladder, on a half ladder, and she asked for help, I guess trying to find some paint or something. And without even looking, the guy goes, well, we don't have that paint. Right? Like he didn't even look.
Or maybe he has an incredible knowledge of their inventory.
So she went to go ask somebody else and took her forever to find somebody. And turns out they had the paint, whatever. So when she was paying, she goes, I just want to tell the manager that walked by, I just want to tell you, she goes, I thought that so-and-so's customer service was very well. So whatever, she complains, right? And my kids go, okay, Karen.
Oh, no.
My kids start calling my wife Karen, right?
Oh, no.
And then my sister at dinner, apparently like something was wrong with her salad or something, and they start calling her Karen. So the whole weekend, it was like my wife and my sister to my kids with Karen. They kept calling her Karen. And I was like, that's not good.
This is KNN,
I am calling the police.
the Karen News Network.
Then you got the biggest Karen I think I've ever heard so far, right? And it's in Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what blows my mind about this Karen, this woman in Arizona ripped off all the masks at a display at a Target and threw them on the ground. She gets confronted by two employees who nicely ask her to stop, and she questions why, and she points out her expensive watch.
Target, I'm not playing any more games. Yay! Woo! No, I'm not doing it. We don't want any of this anymore. This is over. No, no. Do you? Why? Why? You let everybody else do it. You let everybody else do it. Why I can't do it? Because I'm a blonde white woman? I'm wearing a $40,000 Rolex? I don't have the right to...
She's throwing all the masks off the rack and throwing them on the floor, right? Then she gets arrested. And before they cuffed her...
They drained the swamp. They did everything that Donald Trump was elected to do. You can read about it on Twitter. You can read about it in the news. So I was hired to be the QAnon spokesperson.
Is coming here today? Okay.
You know.
You're a spokesperson,
Yeah,
correct?
For the White House, yeah.
Okay.
Call Donald Trump and ask him if you don't believe me.
I think we have enough here.
Amanda, you spin around and just put your phone down.
What?
First, okay?
I need you to put your phone down.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
You're doing it to me because I'm Jewish.
Okay. So, that's Karen.
This is KNN,
I need to speak to your manager.
the Karen News Network.
Then in a group text last night, producer Bill's talking about it, and here's the thing that blows my mind is I know her. I know that Karen. I know her really well.
Like, would you say kind of friends know her very well?
I mean, I hadn't talked to her in a long time, and then I just saw her and spoke to her about 3 months ago. She's a PR lady, and she's brilliant, and she happens to handle the PR for Nobu. Remember that restaurant that opened up, that sushi restaurant?
Yeah.
And she was, and I told you guys, I think I went there to go eat with my family, and she was sitting with her husband at the table across from me, and I went over and talked to her, and she's like brilliant. And so to me, I think this is part of a brilliant marketing campaign. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But she's on her phone the whole time. Even when she's going nuts. It's not like if she's going nuts, she's throwing all these masks off the thing at Target. She's on her phone on Instagram throwing these masks off the Target.
It's usually someone else recording the Karen.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this would destroy her, so it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if it would destroy her. We haven't seen it play out yet.
Unless she's playing a side of a business. Maybe she's PRing for a side that goes for that sort of thing. You never know.
I don't know.
I've read
I
about
don't know
all
who would
the...
want to work with that.
I've read about all
You're
the...
saying that now, but let's wait 2 years, 3 years from now, or whatever. I mean, who knows? Right now, at this very second, it's exploding, and you're thinking, oh my God, we haven't seen a Karen from the Karen point of view. When have you? She's holding the phone. She's having the meltdown from her point of view, and then she's having the meltdown in front as the police are arresting her from her point of view. There's just something up. I'm telling you, I know her, and she's a brilliant marketing person.
But could she also be a little cuckoo?
That is also the case too. A lot of times with Karens, they're cuckoo.
Like tensions are super high. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, and people are breaking all over the place. So she may be really good at her job, but also in her personal life, she may be kind of like extremely stressed.
There's that is always an option, but I'm going to skew towards the part of her being a brilliant marketing person, and this is some sort of plan, and we won't know until later. Now, on the other side, did you see the zombie Karen?
No.
Zombie Karen's crazy. This zombie Karen, this woman, I can't remember what it was, but she was like literally a zombie, and started smashing her body into a window, into the door, and they wouldn't answer. She wouldn't.
Why?
probably something to do with a mask, but they started calling her Zombie Karen. Now, what you're going to hear here is her throwing her body into a glass window. But the glass doesn't break, just like a zombie.
Already bleeding. Damn crazy. Look at the top of her head. Damn crazy.
The person screaming is the guy. All she's doing is slamming her body.
That's not
yelling?
That's not her. She's got a blank face. The guy's filming. He's screaming, and she's without moving her face. She's just bam, slamming her body in the window and staring like a zombie movie.
Isn't this how Fear the Walking Dead starts with a couple of people after a virus?
Yeah.
Showing weird symptoms. Oh, damn.
So weird.
See,
What
you went
is
freaked
happening
out.
right now?
I don't know, man. This world just went whoop.
So, but I woke up yesterday. I woke up yesterday to all this Kanye stuff, and my son was like, "Yeah, it's everywhere on Instagram." So, what happened? What did Kanye do? Did he just repost what he said he was
Just
doing years ago?
insinuated that we're in a crazy place and he's running for president. Hashtag 2020 vision.
I remember when he said he was running for president.
Yeah.
But something new, like I didn't see anything yesterday. I just what my son was telling me, and then I saw. I don't know. I think I saw it from everybody here on the show talking
It's
about
his
it.
tweet, and then Elon Musk has backed him, and then Kim reposted the tweet. So it's like
Kim's backing him too, right?
and everyone's like, is it a publicity stunt or is he really going to go for it? Like, technically, from what I've heard, he hasn't actually filed legal paperwork that you have to do to run. But then I've also heard it's not too late. So he could actually do it.
My son Kemp goes yesterday. He goes, "Yeah, it looks like Kanye's running for president." And he goes, "I think he's doing it so people don't vote for Biden." And I was just like driving going, "Are we really talking about politics right now?" I was like, "Because I don't have an answer for you." I remember years ago, Kanye, like this is before I knew Kanye threw his name again into the hat, into the ring. And I was like, okay. So politics, stuff we stay away from. John, Jay, and Rich.